Hello my dear students, how are you all? Welcome back to you all for online classes conducted by Viswasai Dr. SRK School. And well, as you know, this is Srinivas, your English faculty. Well, in our last class, I taught you reading a lesson of 9th class, that is The Snake and the Mirror, a beautiful and interesting story written by Vaikam Muhammad Bashir, and we have studied clearly and everything. And don't forget to read the lesson, because as you have an objective examinations later and not tomorrow or in somebody. Yes, fine. And let me teach you today unit 1 reading B, that is The Duck and the Kangaroo. The Duck and the Kangaroo. It's a beautiful poem and rhythmic poem written by Edward Lear. Edward Lear, he is the poet Edward Lear, and wrote the poem that is The Duck and the Kangaroo. Don't read the kangaroo, and it is a kangaroo. Yes, here there are two characters named, the one the duck and the second one is kangaroo. Here the conversation between two people and two characters in this poem is well known for the duck and the second one is kangaroo. And before getting to the details, if you have textbooks, better to open page number 16 of your textbooks, and let us go into the detail one by one. And starting of the poem, said the duck to the kangaroo, first one. And if you have textbooks, better to open page number 16 and also 17. And the first one, first stanza, look at the first stanza clearly, my dears. Said the duck to the kangaroo. Here, first stanza, duck explaining everything to the kangaroo about something. Let us see what is it. Good gracious, how you hop. Good gracious, good gracious. Here gracious means excellent, fantastic, marvelous, mind-blowing. You are very good at your hopping. Hopping means in the sense a move by jumping. You know how the kangaroo is jumping with a moving off. Yes, here duck is praising the kangaroo that you are excellent in jumping over the somebody, over somewhere. Yes, see what are the places that it is hopping. Over the fields and over the water too. Over the fields and the water too. What are the places that the kangaroo is hopping? And over the land, I mean over the fields, and also over the water. Over the water is also, in these two places the kangaroo is hopping in an excellent manner. These words explained by the duck. And as if you never would stop. See, I watched you many times that you would never stop your jumping. That you would never stop your jumping. You are always jumping without getting tired. If we do something within a fraction of seconds or within after few minutes we got exhausted, we felt tired. But you are not like that. You would never stop anywhere. I see your continuous stopping, continuous effort to jump on you. My life is bored in this nasty pond. My life is, but you are very good at jumping yourself, but me, my life is very bored in this nasty pond. You know, well, duck is always living in the ponds and eating something, fish and everything, whatever the insects that is living in the pond. Yes, so that's why it is expressing his sadness about how it is living in the pond. How it is living? My life is bored in this nasty pond. It feels that its life is feeling bored because it continues to stay in a one pond. And I long to go out in the world beyond. Here, it wanted to go along. It wanted to go along means it wanted to wish to go in a longer places beyond the world. See, I am always in this pond. I am feeling very bored. I wanted to go to longer places. I wish that I have to go to a longer places beyond the world. Beyond the world. I wanted to enjoy the nature. I wanted to enjoy the environment. Yes, I wish I could hop like you. I wish I could hop like you. I wanted to hop like you, like a kangaroo. Here, duck wishes his desire that duck wanted to jump like a kangaroo. Jump like a kangaroo. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. Here, the duck explained everything to the kangaroo in the first stanza about how the kangaroo is jumping, how it wanted to go out beyond the world to on a long journey. Yes, let us get into the second stanza. Please give me a ride on your back. And again here duck is requesting kangaroo that please give me a ride on your back. Please, could you please give me a ride? Ride means a journey, short journey. I wanted to come along with you a journey sitting on your back. Please give me a ride on your back. I'll sit on your back. Back of the kangaroo, I'll sit you. Please give me a ride on your back. Could you please give me a ride on a back? And see, we ask somebody to lift. Like that, it is asking, I need your lift. I need your lift. I wanted to climb on your back. Said the duck to the kangaroo, I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack quack. So here, I would sit quite still. I won't do anything. I won't disturb anything when you are hopping. I won't disturb when you are hopping. I would sit simply still, quite still, without speaking any nuisance or nonsense. I would sit simply on your back, and except I'll say quack quack. You know, quack is the sound for the duck. So duck, except quack, I won't do anything if you give ride on your back. Please give me ride on your back. I wanted to go beyond the world because I feel very bored in this nasty pond. The whole of the long day through, I wanted to go complete day, the whole day, on the long way, complete day. And we would go to the D and the jelly bolly. The D and the jelly bolly means in the sense, the D and the jelly bolly are wonderful places imagined by the poet, imaginary places. Here the poet imagined imaginary places and gave to the duck. Duck wanted to go to the imaginary places, like in another world, like in Avatar, they went to Pandora, Pandora Graham and Pandora statue, like that. It wanted to go to in that age, in that stage, in that world. Over the land and over the sea. I wanted to go to over the land and over the sea. Please take me ride, Odu. Odu means in the sense, it is requesting in a deep manner, a requesting manner. Please take me ride, Odu, said the duck to the kangaroo. So duck said to kangaroo again in second stanza. Here the second stanza main theme is, here duck requested kangaroo in a pleaded manner to take duck on his ride on his back. Yes, and here the duck wanted to go to D and the jelly bolly, the wonderful places, the imaginary places imagined by the poet Edward Lear. Let's get into the third stanza. Said the kangaroo to the duck. Now kangaroo's turn. Now kangaroo wanted to say something to the duck. Let us see what will. Okay, this required some little reflection. Okay, you said okay, you wanted to jump like me and you wanted to ride me on your back. Okay, this needs some little reflection. I wanted to think about that, if you don't mind. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck. Suppose if I gave a ride to you on my back, maybe I feel I get very lucky. Maybe a luck came to me. If I gave ride to you, maybe luck came for me. Let us see what will happen. I'll think about this. I need some little reflection. I need to think about this, whether I wanted to give a ride to you or not. And there seems but one objection, but I have one objection, one condition, one terms and condition. I have one term and condition. You know what is it? Which is, if you let me speak so bold, let me speak so frank that I have one objection. If you are okay with that objection, I'll give ride on my back without any doubt. You know what is that objection? So for that, I'm speaking bold, don't feel. I'm speaking straightforward. Yes, your feet are unpleasantly and wet and cold. Your feet. So as continuously living in the pond, nasty pond, duck got his feet unpleasantly and dirty. His feet. Here duck's feet got unpleasantly wet and cold. It becomes very wet and cold. And would probably give me the rheumatism. Here rheumatism means, and there is a glossary, a disease that makes the muscles and joints painful. If we stayed continuously on the water, and we will get our muscles and bones so painful. It is the disease that came occur to the bones, which is called rheumatoid. Basically, older people suffered with this disease, rheumatoid. So as you are staying continuously through this nasty pond, you will get, I think, rheumatoid disease. I am not ready to give you this rheumatoid. If I get communicated from you this disease, I too will be suffered. That is an objection. Rheumatoid, said the kangaroo. So kangaroo finally said that this is the only objection. If you are okay with that objection, I'll go ride without any doubt. Said the duck. Now the duck in return, duck gave conclusion for that. Let me see what will happen. Okay, kangaroo said its objection. Let us see how the duck wanted to give answers to his objections. Said the duck, as I sat on the rocks, I have thought over that completely. Okay, I'll sat on the rock completely. I will sat on the rocks. Okay, na, rocky stones in the midday heat, sunny heat. I have thought over that completely. I'll thought about that. And I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks. Worsted socks means woolen socks. If it were woolen socks to its feet, duck's feet, it would get warmer. It would get warmer without getting any diseases, which fit my web feet neatly. Here, the duck wanted to buy 4 pairs of worsted socks. Worsted socks means not dirty socks, woolen socks, which fits its web feet neatly. Imagine if this is a web feet, and the woolen socks, 4 woolen socks wanted to fit correctly to that. And I bought 4 pairs. How many pairs it wanted to wear? Worsted socks, woolen socks, 4 pairs, and which fit my web feet neatly. And to keep out the cold, I have bought a cloak. For getting warmer from the coldness, I wanted to wear a cloak. Cloak means coat. It is a coat. Here the duck wanted to wear coat for getting warmer from the coldness. Yes, and every day cigar I'll smoke. Every day I'll cigar a smoke. Here cigar means in the sense not a cigarette. Cigar means which is in Telugu chutta. I will cigar every day to make my body warmer without getting any trouble to you, without getting any disease to you. I'll keep my body warmer. You know how? By having a cigar on every day. Every day I'll smoke. And to follow my own dear true love of kangaroo. And I'll follow to you absolutely without any doubt, because I love you. Okay, na? I have a love on you. So I like you. So okay, I accepted your terms and conditions. For that, it wanted to wear 4 woolen socks. It wanted to cigar every day. It wanted to stay on the rocks to feed. It wanted to buy a clock, which is coat, to hang itself to feel warmer. Okay, said the duck, and finally said the kangaroo. It's kangaroo's turn. Let me say how kangaroo explained to that. Said the kangaroo, I am ready. Okay, I am ready. So you gave me that precautions, how you wanted to keep away from the disease called rheumatoid. Okay, I am ready with that. All in the moonlight pale. We wanted to enjoy throughout the moonlight pale. But to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady. But balance me. When you sit on my back while we are on journey, while we are on ride, sit quietly, balance me well without falling down. And before, duck said that I would sit quite still without saying something, without doing anything except quack. Yes, and quite at the end of my tail, and so away they went with a hop and bone. After that, after the kangaroo accepted the request, approval from the duck, they both went on and they hopped the world. Around the world 3 times. How many times? How many times it hop? How many times these 2 people hop around the world? 3 times, my dear. 3 times these 2 characters hopped and enjoyed the world, throughout the world, 3 times around. And who so happy, oh who? Finally they become very happy. Finally they become very happy as the duck and the kangaroo. As the duck and the kangaroo. Finally kangaroo is very happy and also duck very happy. Duck is more and double happy as his friend accepted his approval to ride on his back. And these two people went on the Dee and the Jelly-Bolly, the imaginary places imagined by the poet, successfully, finally. And this is the poem, Unit 1, Reading B, The Duck and the Kangaroo, written by Edward Lear. Here in the first stanza, duck requested kangaroo, duck appreciated kangaroo, how it jumps over the field and over the water. And the second stanza, again duck expressed his wish that he wanted to hop like kangaroo and it wanted to ride on his back. And the third stanza, kangaroo said one approval, one objection, and that objection is that as duck stayed continuously on the nasty pond, it felt a rheumatic disease which makes the joints and bones painful. And for that, in the fourth stanza, duck accepted the request and approval, and it said that don't worry, I'll wear four worsted socks, means woolen socks, and one clock, and also cigar, I'll cigar every day, I'll smoke cigar every day to make my body warmer. So after it gave the approval like that, finally these two people went for a ride and they felt very happy and they enjoyed a lot by hopping each other. Yes, this is my dear, and if you have textbooks, once go through the poem and written by Edward Lear, and if you had any important points, make a note of that and keep yourself safe. And yes, I hope you understood very well, and let me stop up to here and we will meet you in next class. Stay safe and stay home. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you, my dears.